Welcome to the Any Key Video Show, the place and platform for independent creatives. I'm your host, Kenny Any Key Moore. This is a rap music episode. My guest has a hot new single out. But before we start the show, would you do two things for me? First, go like and subscribe to the Minds of Creativity Facebook page and YouTube channel so you can check out the rest of the content and get alerts when new shows are available. Second, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on social media at Coach_ANYKENY on X, TikTok, and Instagram so you can check out other episodes of the show and keep up with the rest of the stuff that I'm doing. All right, my guest is ready and I'm ready, so let's start the show. Before my guest comes on to talk about his new single, let's watch a clip of it. Here's Will Neal's Wussuh Name on Any Key Video Show.
What's her name? Can you put me on with that what's her name? Can you put me down with a what's her name? Don't know what to call it, so I say what's her name? What's her name? Yeah, man, here we go. I'm about to tell you a story that happened years ago. And it don't even matter cause it was years ago. Feeling like it's deja vu, like I've been here before. Really though, I remember sitting on the plane. When I saw the flight attendant, I say, what's your name? She said, yeah, you looking good, but I don't play no games. Gave her my number, and then she asked me what I want to drink. No alcohol, but I just want that what's her name? Can you put me on with that what's her name? Can you put me down with a what's her name? Don't know what to call it, so I say what's her name? What's her name? Yeah, I just want that what's her name?
All right, sorry about that. A little bit of technical difficulties, but here we are. So now joining me is Will Neal. He's a musician, producer, and artist from the Jacksonville, Florida area. He has toured the country and shared the stage with some legendary artists in multiple genres. Hey guys, I apologize. We having little issues with the stream, but we're gonna get it right. Let me go again. So let's introduce now. Joining me is Will Neal. He's a musician, producer, and artist from the Jacksonville, Florida area. He has toured the country and shared the stage with some legendary artists in multiple genres, including Charlie Wlson, Run DMC, Ty Tribbett, David and Tamla Man, and more. You just saw his new single, What's the Name? So let's bring him on to talk about it.
What's good, man? How y'all doing, man? So great to be here, and I'm excited about being here on the show, man. And I'm appreciative of all the support that I've been receiving from the city of Jacksonville, my hometown, for years, man. So I'm excited, and I just want to thank you for having me here and for showcasing the single. Y'all, it's out right now on all platforms, so y'all go check it out. What's the name?
There you go, man. Yes, indeed. So yeah, man, it's a pleasure to have you on. Living in Jacksonville for the last 12 years, it's I think you're my second Jacksonville artist.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Ulysses Owens Jr. He's been on with me a couple of times.
Okay, that's my brother for real, man.
Yeah. Great guy. So always looking for opportunities to showcase the local talent here because there's a lot of talent here, and it's a big city, and there's a lot of talent here, right?
Certainly.
Yeah. All right. So look, let's get to it. So I don't take up too much of your time. I always ask this question first for people when they come on the show with me, and the question is this: tell me your earliest memory or the moment you fell in love with music.
Man, honestly, every time I'm asked a question similar to this, I always tell the same story. Man, when I was about probably about 7 years old, my dad took my brother and myself to the Jacksonville Jazz Festival, and I sat on my dad's lap in the VIP section,
Nice.
and Buddy Guy was playing guitar,
Mm,
and my dad would always listen to Buddy Guy, but he took us to see him live, and Buddy Guy came off the stage and played. He came off stage and walked around the crowd with his guitar wireless, and he came and knelt down next to me, man, and
wow.
played his solo with my finger.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
yeah, and so I knew then. I was like, man, I looked up on that stage. I was like, man, one day I want to do that.
Oh man, I might be
That's
one of that's probably one of the top three coolest stories I've heard from that
yeah,
question.
that's how it happened for me, man. So I mean, yeah, I mean, my mom and dad are both musicians. My dad was a trombone lower brass player. My mom played
Okay,
piano and sing, So, but at the same
got
time,
it honest.
yeah, but that was the moment that really made me be like, oh man, I really can see myself doing what they're doing up there on that stage.
Gotcha. Makes sense. So you've toured and shared the stage with some legendary artists. So there's two in particular I want to talk to you about and hear about. One is give me your favorite memories of your time of working with Charlie Wilson, Uncle
Hmm.
Charlie, and then two, tell me about the opportunity that you had to work with New York royalty, Run DMC.
Okay, cool. So I start with the Charlie Wilson situation, man. First of all, that was probably as an artist in my own right, working alongside Charlie Wilson, being a part of his band for the many years that I was. Man, I would
How many
say,
years was it?
man, almost, sheesh, man, because quite a few. I don't know exactly. I'm
That's a
thinking
lot
that
though.
the years kind of ran between, and the reason
I'm
I say
sure.
ran between because at the simultaneously I was on the road with Fantasia Barrino at the same time,
Gotcha.
and so but specifically with Charlie Wilson, man, him being such a legendary artist, I learned a lot about um, professionalism, man. That was the biggest thing. Consistency. I remember our week, first like 10 days of me working with him. We rehearsed about 8 to 12 hours a day. You
Wow.
know what I mean? Yeah. And so what that showed me, like we learned the show in about 2 or 3 days, but that next 7 days was just running it top to bottom all day. And what that showed me is why he is where he is and
Yeah.
why he's been there for so long,
Yeah.
because he's very much, you think a guy like him at his age, even when I got with him, he was older, but you would think that, he would start to slow down, or, kind of cut corners just because he's getting older. Nah, man, like he would, man, he went just as hard, if not harder, than the people on stage with him who are much younger. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so that time, it really it opened up my eye even more so to just the necessity of being consistent in your craft, and not settling. Not
Mhm.
that extra mile, that extra rep. You're never too prepared. You know what I mean? And so
Mhm.
uh, I think sometimes as artists creatively, and this applies to a lot of different areas of life, but sometimes we don't realize what that extra rep really is gonna do. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so we so what that was one of the biggest things I learned from working with Charlie Wlson is just that consistency and that commitment to like not cutting any corners. You know what I mean? Just if it takes 6 hours for this one thing, it takes 6 hours. You know what I mean? If we're gonna, if we're gonna do it this way, like let's do it this way. And if we're not, like let's not go back to a way that we already see didn't work.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so yeah, that's one of the main things. Of course, man, with him being such a legendary artist, man, it opened the door. I think a couple doors for me to like just a totally separate and different demographic of other artists to connect with. There are a lot of artists in the game that look up to him. So
called Uncle Charlie for a reason.
Yeah, so that that put me in the line, to share the stage with a lot of other people, that we collaborated with, like Bruno Mars, Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa. I remember one experience where we were doing a show at the Nokia Theater in LA, and Wiz and Snoop came out there and rapped on Outstanding. You know what I mean? Yeah. And to be able to see
you hitting them horn shots. Oh, I know that had to be.
Yeah, man. I mean, everything from the time when we did Jimmy Kimmel with Robin Thicke, and Robin Thicke talked a lot about how his dad, rest in peace, Alan Thicke, it kept him around a lot of good people like Charlie Wlson when he was younger, which helped him, to get weight. But just seeing the amount of people in the game that actually look up to him, man. People who have established careers, but who recognize him as being a founding influence in their careers as well.
Oh, for sure. Like, I'm a 90s. I graduated high school in the 90s, so 90s R&B is my favorite.
Yes, sir.
Era of R&B. So Aaron Hall, like when you hear them two singing "Yearning for Your Love," you can't even tell the difference. Almost, it's hard to tell the difference of who's singing because they sound so much alike. It speaks to the influence that Charlie Wlson had on him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. So I could go on and on and on, man. I got so many stories about working with Unc, man. But I think the biggest thing outside of just the individual stories, the biggest takeaway that I took from working with Unc was just the amount of the attention, the amount of energy he put into his attention to detail.
That's
like man, I mean,
the quality of the product.
Yeah, man. Everything from, how you moving on stage, the wardrobes that we had. He kind of set the precedent for the modern era. I'll tell you this: when you go and look at Bruno Mars's 24K, we during that time when Bruno Mars was putting 24K out, Cardi B was actually on tour with him for a little bit. And she ended up getting pregnant, and when she went down for maternity, we stepped in and took over for her for the rest of the tour.
Wow.
So, but what it allowed me to see too is that, man, Bruno's whole show is Gap Band. It's just like a revamp of Gap Band when you see it live. And people thought I used to say that. Oh, you just saying that just because you work with Charlie Wlson. No, I'm like, but if you go back and look at like these Gap Band live shows and stuff, it's everything that Bruno's doing now. He just, you see, literally to the T, to the color scheme, everything. And I was like, man, Unc literally, he carved out a whole like stencil of a shell for artists to follow, man. He was one of those people who, hey, I put him up there as far as influence with Stevie Wonder and everybody else.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So yeah, man. And then to speak to the whole Run DMC situation, man. That came through a networking. I tell artists and just people in general, but definitely artists, man. Like, your network is your net worth, man. And that opportunity came through friend of mine. He's a well-known jazz saxophone artist named BK Jackson. Shout out to my boy BK. He's a saxophonist with Trombone Shorty, saxophonist with he's saxophonist with CeeLo Green. He also was a part of the super horn section with Prince before Prince died.
Wow.
Like, yeah, so and actually BK is actually, he's from Tampa, but he's actually right here in the city of Jacksonville, by the way.
Good to know.
You know, yeah, you know, and so that's a connect I gotta make for you. But but bro, listen, BK hit me, man, and it's crazy. Like, he hit me, man, and I was actually laying on the couch, man. I was home, I wasn't on the road, and I was laying on the couch, and I saw it was him. And I tell him this all the time. I was like, bro, I almost didn't pick up the phone because I was so tired. And I picked it up, and he was like, bro, what you doing? I said, man, I'm chilling. He's like, can you do some work right now? I said, yeah, I'm at the crib, but I got a studio at the crib. And he was like, man, I need you to cut some horns on something, man. He's like, and it's like top secret for real, bro. You can't tell nobody. I was like, okay, cool. Wow. Then when he sent me the joint, I was like, oh, I know this record. He was like, yeah, we about to re-record these horns for this producer.
And tell him what record it is.
Man, Christmas and Hollis, man, by Run DMC. And so, yeah, classic, man, one of the biggest Christmas songs in recording industry history, man. And so I was blessed to record that. And you can see it on this special was taped and live in California. I mean, there were artists like Black Eyed Peas, and a whole bunch of other people that Usher that were on this special. But the record that we played on is what Run DMC performed to on this special. And so I want to say it's the Disney Wonderful World of Christmas, something like. It's crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've been blessed to do a lot of situations like this. So sometimes you don't watch the work, you just do the work and keep it moving. Yeah. And when it came out, like, people were like, "Hey, man, ain't this the thing you had posted that you had did?" I was like, "Man, yeah," but I honestly forgot about it. I'm just being real, and I'm not, you know, people are like, "Oh, you just trying to?" No, I'm not minimizing. I'm just saying I forgot about it, did the work.
Hey, that's a sign that you've been working.
Yeah, man. And so and that's still out the streaming. It's I mean, it's, you know, it's out there. It's on Hulu, and ABC. So yeah, y'all go check that out, man. It's the Disney Magical World of Christmas. Disney Holiday Magical Holiday Magic something like that, man.
We'll do a search.
Yeah, y'all do research.
It'll pop up. So look, man, you know, I warned you backstage. I got a tough question for you coming up. Here it is.
Okay.
You know, we're both in Jacksonville. You know, there's a huge music scene here in Jacksonville.
Yep.
So I want you to put together your dream band, all-time greats. Your dream band, all-time greats. And here's the instruments. You got keys.
All right, let me write this down. All right, keys. Give me a second. Let me make sure.
Good.
Okay. So I got keys,
bass, lead guitar, aux. No, actually, no, horns. We'll do horns. Horns and drums.
Okay. All right. On keys. All right. Okay. How many horns we running? 3?
I'll give you 3.
3? Okay, cool. All right. I already know everybody for this. All right.
Okay.
On keys. And here's what's hard for me on keys is because I know I play keys too, but I know a lot of killing keyboard players around here, and I got a couple killing keyboard players in my family. So if they see this,
I said it was tough.
It ain't no hard feelings because I just gotta pick, right? Yeah. On keys, I gotta go with my longtime brother, my family, Javon Hill.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I done been in the trenches with this man, on the stage, in the studio, plenty of times, and he just, man, and this my brother, and this my brother for real. Like,
You don't miss.
I mean, we don't ran around the world together, so we really family. But on that keyboard, man, Javon don't miss ever.
Yeah. Nope.
I got a funny story about him real quick. Is
Okay.
we're about to go on the Wendy Williams show with Fantasia, and myself and the other horn player, my boy Stefano, he was going over this part that we just added. This is how crazy freakish. Javon is just an amazing musician. He's my brother, but I'm just saying, I tell him, I'm just telling the truth about everybody, right? And so we forgot one of the lines that he had just added in. And he was like, the reason I respect how great this brother is because he was so hurt. He was like, man, come on, y'all. I can't believe this right now. He made us feel so bad.
Wow.
Because he just added it. We just added it. But he was like, bro, how we gonna be great, bro? We about to go on national TV, bro. Y'all don't forgot it already. Guess what? We went on Wendy Williams and smacked that thing, man. When we got off,
nice.
when we got off stage, he was like, boy, I knew y'all was gonna pull it out. He was like, that's why I went in just to make y'all feel bad because I knew y'all was gonna pull it out.
That pressure on you to deliver.
Yeah, oh yeah, he put the pressure on us, man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
all right,
Keys. All right. On bass, I got to run with my other longtime brother, my friend. I mean, me and this dude grew up. We're a part of each other's development as musicians. When we were in middle school, he was probably one of the best bass players in the world.
Mm-hmm.
His name is John Richard.
Okay.
His dad lives here in Jacksonville. His name is Al Richard. His dad, one of the coldest bass players around here. Man, look him up. Oh yeah. Y'all look him up. John Richard, JONRESHARD. John Richard, man. When we were in high school, Prince flew him out to his house.
Nothing else needs to be said.
Yeah, and this is my brother. This is my brother. This is my friend. Like my mama, he told my mama he ain't like eggs when we was younger, and my mama called his mama was like, John not eat eggs because my kids eat what I feed them. John probably gonna laugh if he ever see this. But that's my brother from another mother, man. But yeah, like I mean, and I know some amazing bass players, but this man was on the cover of Bass Player magazine when he was 14 years old, man.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So
anyway, nothing else needs to be said.
On lead guitar, I know a lot of really good lead players in Jacksonville, from Jacksonville. I gotta put my big bro, Eric Carter.
Yes, sir. That's what I thought you was gonna say.
Eric raised me, man. I remember them days down at South. I remember. Yeah. Oh, that's the real OG. I remember them days. Okay, I tell Unc about this all the time. Them days at South End Brewery at the Landing, man, when my dad would take me and my boy Theo Croker out there to sit in, and Eric, man, we were teenagers, man. And Eric would be like, yeah, but your daddy brought y'all out here. He said, but y'all, if y'all get in here, if y'all get out here and y'all suck, I'm kicking you off my stage.
Nah, he don't pull no punches. Yeah.
But I'm glad he treated us like he made us grow up, bro.
Yes.
He treated us as men. Like y'all boys about to be grown men in about 2-3 years. I'm gonna give it to you honest, for real. You get out here, you suck, I'm kicking you off my stage. So we came out there, we brought the pain, man. So got Eric on lead. Okay. I'm gonna go to horns.
Okay.
On trombone, I'm not even gonna insert myself. All right. Trombone, I'm gonna put my boy Corey Wilcox.
Okay.
Corey Wilcox is a monster trombonist. Okay. Shout out to Corey. His dad is probably one of the most legendary trombonists living right now. His name is Wycliffe Gordon. His dad is an amazing, famous jazz musician. Corey is freakishly good as a musician. Any musicians around here that know Corey Wilcox, they will tell you everything I'm saying is an understatement. The man is amazing. Okay. Right? And he's my little bro too, but he's scary. All right. On trumpet, I'm gonna put my good friend Theo Croker. Me and Theo met in middle school in 6th grade, and then he moved here when we were in going to 9th grade to attend Douglas Anderson School of the Arts with me. He lived with me. I mean, me and Theo gave his mom and my mom so many headaches, man. I got so many stories about how me and Theo crashed his mama car when we was in 11th grade, but his dad took the rap for it because he knew We finally admitted to her like about 5 years ago that his dad ain't do it. It was us.
Wow.
She was like, your dad loved y'all. He took the rap. He let me cuss him out for letting y'all drive my car.
Yo, man.
Y'all would.
Stand up man right there.
Yeah, he took the rap for us. So, but Theo, man, Theo is probably top 5 trumpet players in the world. His grandfather is was a very famous jazz trumpeter named Doc Cheatham. Back in he's like iconic. So and Theo's headed there now, man. I mean, he's playing. I mean, man, he's all over the place, bro. He's like always on the Grammy list. I mean, listen, man.
There you go.
He's probably one of the best, in my opinion, from my experience, man. He's probably one of the best trumpet players in the world, and I just happen to be able to call him bro.
That's what's up.
And then on sax,
we got.
I'm gonna go with my good friend, even though he and I, we good. I'm gonna say this because he's my big bro for real. Sometimes we have some interesting conversations, but I'm gonna go with my boy Wlson, man.
Okay.
Monster sax player. He toured with Al Green, man, Noel Freeline, a lot of people, man. Ask any of these musicians around here about Wlson, bro. They're gonna tell you, oh yeah, lights out.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna throw and you got drums, and then I'm gonna add one more organ.
Okay. Drums. I'm gonna go with this one man who I sat next to for 3 years of my high school experience at Douglas Anderson on trombone. And on the second, I played the solo chair in Douglas Anderson Jazz Band for all 4 years I was there. But 3 of those years, as solo chair, you sit right next to the drummer. Being that, since I sat next to the drummer, as a drummer, it influenced me early in life as a drummer because I sat next to these dudes. So I'm hearing everything. I would hear everything they play. Everybody from Larry Wlson to Jameson Ross, all these guys were in the band with me at Douglas Anderson.
Gotcha.
So they made me a better drummer from sitting and listening to them. I would go home and share the stuff that I heard them play. But this specific guy, he's a brother to me. Like, he will tell you, he and I have too many stories. And you just mentioned him, Ulysses Owens. Bim Owens, I would come to school and be playing this stuff. And he's like, man, wasn't I playing that yesterday? I said, yeah, dog. I took it and I went home and figured it out.
Worked it out. Yes, indeed.
But that's my brother. Bim Owens is my brother, man. I mean, I know his whole family. He knows my family, and we've been family for years.
God, man. Yeah.
And he really, you know, him being a big bro really, really influenced me, as kids, as teenagers, man. But then, you know, as I went on and when I had my recording studio downtown, you know, bro came and blessed a couple situations for me, man. And I always, you know, thank him for that. But I mean, I just named 2 other guys that I played with at Douglas.
Oh no, yeah. Listen, man.
Larry Wlson and Jameson Ross. So this is a hard list.
No, it's hard.
And all of these guys are bros to me, so that's why
I told you it was hard because you know, we were talking backstage. The thing about Jacksonville is everybody plays everything and everybody can go. Like I could throw, we could throw some other names out there in terms of bass. You got Chris Stafford's of the world. You know what I'm saying? That's a monster. Bro. Yeah, that's a monster.
We still play together a lot right now.
Yeah, you got like Gentle Groover on lead guitar. That's a monster. Justin, the whole Groover family. They could. Man,
I was just a part of Justin's recording, man.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna get him on once he
man.
Out. Yeah.
Man. So last week you said organ. You said organ too, right?
Yes. Give me your organ guy.
Organ. I gotta pick this guy because he influenced so many people. Most musicians I just mentioned was influenced by this guy, and may he rest in heaven right now. My other big bro, Percy Jackson, man.
Okay.
PJ, man. Everybody, especially if you're a musician in Jacksonville and you grew up playing in church, bro. I remember when Jameson used to come to school and tell me about his uncle PJ, and I'd be like, man, whatever, man, your uncle, da 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 da. man, when the first time I heard PJ play, I was like, oh, so this was Jameson was talking about. Yeah, man.
Talk,
And yeah, but man, listen, rest in heaven, man. We just lost PJ a couple about a
yeah, I
month
saw
ago,
that.
man.
A lot of people was posting about him on
Yeah,
social.
man. He influenced a lot of us, bro. That most of us have been hit with a side eye from PJ, a couple kind words for the mistakes you making, but he made quite a few of us, really, just overall good dude, man. And so yeah, man, I have to put PJ in honor of
Nothing wrong
PJ.
with that. Absolutely.
I have to put him on there.
For sure. Nothing wrong with that. So,
Yeah.
so look, we're going to get into the single right on the other side of this quick break. Stay tuned. All right, we are back with Will and Neal.
Yes,
Got
sir.
hot single, Wussuh Name. So look, let's get
Yeah,
to Wussuh Name. We talked a little bit about it backstage, but tell the audience the inspiration behind it, and then tell me how it came about.
man. Well, tell you the truth, it was one of them times being on the road, man. I literally, if you really think about it, when you listen to the record, I kind of tell the story in the
You
song,
do?
man.
Yes, yes, you do.
I was
Do you remember the
one of those.
flight where you was going?
Yes, actually, I was coming back from Barbados.
Okay.
I was in the airport. I just sat down in the airport on the airplane in Miami. And bruh, listen, man, we were so drained from traveling and stuff. And me and my bandmates had upgraded our seats to first class. And if anybody flown any amount of frequency, if you got status or whatever, you could upgrade,
Hmm.
using your miles or your status,
Right,
whatever.
right, right.
And so I was so tired, man. Normally, I mean, hey, I'm gonna keep it always stacked. Typically, when I get on a flight and I know I really just want to take me a good nap. I typically, especially if I'm chilling in first class, and get those amenities. You know what I'm saying? I take me a little bit of liquid courage to put me out. You see what I'm saying?
I understand.
Hey, grown man, just being real, right?
Hey, keep it a
But
buck.
this was one of them days, bro. I was just so tired, bro, and I was like, I had fell asleep like before we even. So one of my bandmates nudged me and was like, "Hey man, the lady tried to get our drinks," and she asked me a couple times. She said, "Sir, what you want?" And I remember like kind of talking in my sleep because I was halfway asleep, and she was like, "What is he saying?" And I was like, "Man, I don't want the alcohol, baby. Just let me get the what's name." She was like, "What's her name? What is that?" So we kept going back and forth. And so me and now this was a nice looking lady too.
I bet. You ain't
So
writing no song for nobody that ain't.
right. So when she went to get, I ended up telling her something. I can't remember. I told whatever I ended up telling her I wanted. She had to go get it. But when she came back, I asked her for a number. I was like, "Baby, why you at it? Like,
Hmm. Shot your
what's up?"
shot.
Like, yeah. And she was like, "I don't." She said, "Man." She said, you're a nice looking guy, but I don't play them type of games with my clients and all this." And
She
so I was like, yeah.
gave you the Heisman, huh?
But then what? Okay, so that was another story. But then when I got off the plane, man, like one thing that musicians hate doing the most is checking your instrument under the plane, and it's
Sure.
because they just be throwing your stuff,
Yeah,
man.
I don't care.
So my case was cracked, bro. And bro, I went in when we got back.
I
We
bet.
we, we was in Jacksonville, bro.
Them cases
I
ain't
went,
cheap.
man, listen, and that case is protecting my instrument. So I went in on them folks, bro. And
That's good.
they end up, bro. It took about 6 months for them to cut me a check, but they did end up cutting me a check for
Well,
damaged
that's
property.
good.
But so yeah, man, it really that's the story behind it. But if y'all listen to the record, the record itself, just because I'm a man, I am a storyteller. I'm an orator. So with my music, what I'm aiming to do is use a good vibe, a good bop to channel my storytelling, bro. And this just happened to be one of them joints that I was able to do it on.
Yeah, and I think one, the title is catchy, the lyrics are clever, and
Appreciate it.
I'm a fan of clever songwriting. And this here is just clever songwriting
Thank
because
you.
everybody got a Wussuh Name. Everybody got a Wussuh Name, so it's relatable. And I'm
Bruh,
bad with names, so this is
I've
I felt seen when I listened to this
but
record.
I've heard that this was crazy. I've been counting over the last week or two. I've been counting the amount of times that I just hear people say it, just like in public. 50 Cent says it all the time. Javante Davis says it all. I've seen actual interviews, and I'm like, man, these jokers, they don't even.
I'm-
It's just a phrase. So yeah,
yeah, I
man.
think that's going to I think that's going to take the song, you know, to the top of the charts because like we was talking
Yeah,
back in the
man.
day, only
And,
thing you need is the right radio team behind it, and it's going to go to the top of the charts. I can see it
and
for
listen,
sure.
y'all. And anybody watching this anywhere, man, like y'all add this. It's out everywhere on all platforms. Um, you know what I mean? It's Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, wherever, YouTube. And I've been telling people if you watch it on there's the official video. If you watch the official video on YouTube, leave me a comment, man. Let me know. Give me some feedback. You know what I mean? I'm one of those people. Like every artist say they sensitive about their stuff. Well, of course, and to a certain degree, but at the same time, I want to hear and see the real feedback from
Yeah,
people,
absolutely.
and know what they think and share it, man. Just share. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna ask you this. We're gonna go back a little more Jacksonville talk, and then we're gonna get out of here. Give me your
Mhm.
top three places in Jacksonville to perform, and your top three places to listen to live music.
Okay, top three places to perform. Man, are we talking about right now or just since I've been performing?
Uh, let's go right now, since
Okay, right
yeah.
now, one of them is Deerwood Castle, man, over in Deerwood
Okay,
area.
I haven't been there yet.
Awesome,
That's why I'm asking because I'm looking for new spots to
amazing
check out.
venue, bro. I mean, it's really a historic luxury car museum, but they have an event space
Interesting.
with it. Yeah, and man, it's sick, man. It's sick.
Okay,
So
gotta check that out.
Deerwood Castle. Um, man, um, I would say this isn't in Jack. Does St. Augustine count?
Yeah, that counts. Yeah,
Okay.
right down the
There's a
street.
venue. There's a venue in St. Augustine called Colonial Oak Music Park.
Okay.
Man, if y'all haven't been there, you got to go there. Me and shout out to my boy Chris Stafford. We play with a band called Uncommon Legends, and we play there about once every few months. Man, it's an amphitheater type feel, but it's almost like it's like picnic tables out there.
Okay.
It's family friendly, but listen, man, it is an amazing venue, and I love playing there.
Okay.
And
Gotta check that
and
one out too.
yeah, oh yeah, and then the third one probably, um, believe it or not, musicians probably would be like, Will, why would you pick this place? But it's because I have such an affinity for it, right? The Irish pub, man, in Jacks Beach, Lynch's.
Really?
Man, I started playing there in '08. Man, them people, man, that's what a lot
Is
of
it good
the
energy?
musicians right here who if they on the scene, they could tell you, yeah, it's crazy.
Okay. Makes
And
sense.
this place has been a launching pad for a lot of bands, uh, as far as like exposure in that area. And
Okay.
and one thing I don't like sometimes is, once jokers start hitting a certain place, they be like, I'm playing
Yeah,
no
start
Lynch's. And I'm
getting
like,
brand new. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm like, bro, I've been all over the world, bro, but I love playing that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's because of the love you're gonna people are gonna show you love there, and so
Yeah.
I love playing against people. Hey, to some of y'all that might be saying that's like you saying you like bologna sandwich. Well, hey, I'm just
They're good fried bologna sandwich, some cheese and mustard. Look here.
come on, man. I don't care what you used to eat. Well, I eat some good lamb, but guess what?
Right.
Hey,
Some
every
hood
now
meals,
and
man.
then,
You need them every now and then.
yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
So now you said my three places to favorite places to go.
So
Listen.
if you on date night, you hanging out, you with that special song. Well, what's the
Bro,
name?
listen.
You hanging out with what's the name?
What's the name? All right.
What's the three spots you going to?
Okay. Prohibition Kitchen in St.
Okay.
Augustine. Bruh, a spot that I went to last night actually is pretty dope. I just got put onto it not too long ago. It's called Players Grill.
Is that on the south side?
Yeah, on San Jose.
Okay.
I sat
Let's
in.
check that out.
Shout out to my homies Aaron and Will and the boys from Be Easy. I went and sat in with Be Easy last night over
Okay,
there.
yeah. I've seen them. Yeah,
And
good.
bruh, yeah, I went and sat in with them the homies. So yeah, Prohibition Kitchen, Players Grill is one of my favorite now to go to listen. And then, bro, if I had to think of a third place, it would probably be Underbelly, man, downtown.
Okay.
Underbelly. I like
Okay.
Underbelly.
All
I
right.
like
Well,
Underbelly.
okay. That's another one that we haven't hit yet. Because me and the wife, that's what we like to do is either go out to eat or go out to listen to live music. So I'm gonna throw one in there. One of our favorites is Breezy's. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Breezy's is one of
Okay.
our favorites. And shout out to little bro Terry. With his big boy band, they started a brunch over there. Matter of
Oh
fact, they
yeah,
just started.
Terry Hall. That's the homie,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's little bro. He's done a jingle for me. He's done a song for my wife, my sweet lady, that you can see on my page. So yeah, he's a great vocalist and he's up and coming. So everybody look out for him because he's coming. That boy is coming.
Hard.
Yes.
I already know. I already know. That's the bro, but I told him I've been a fan of of everything about him, man. And he's he coming. He ain't lying. That's the best way to put it. That boy coming for real.
Yeah. Yeah. He's next up. He's next up.
Oh
All
yeah.
right. So let me get you out of here with this. Tell my audience what's next for you, and then tell them how they can connect with you on social media.
Man, so man, coming up, man. I got a couple things coming up. More specifically, man, I'm dropping a Bitmoji cartoon for Wussuh Name next Saturday.
That's cool.
A Bitmoji cartoon of the song. So
That's really cool. I can't
it's
wait to
gonna
see
be
that.
a Bitmoji version of Neal having this whole interaction of this song playing out in Bitmoji animation. So yeah, man. So that's dropping February 1st, next Saturday. Man, even this is a little bit more of a couple things. February 21st, I got a big show with my band in at Pierre's Pub in St. Augustine, February 21st. And then, man, I mean, there's some stuff in between, but man, the one big thing that I'm pushing right now is happening April 18th at WJCT Studios. It's
Yeah, I did see that.
it's a live music tribute to Outkast, and I'm scoring all the music. This is
That's
gonna
big
be,
time.
man. Look, there's city officials that are coming to this. It's gonna be hosted by comedian A Train.
Oh yeah, he's a
Yeah,
loud.
it's gonna be crazy. But
All
it's
right,
gonna
man. I
be
need some
this,
comps for that for me and the wife.
bro. I got you. So
Oh
here's the
man.
thing, bro. So yeah, bro. It's gonna be a 16-piece
Oh, that's gonna be sick.
jazz orchestra. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Three trumpets, 2 trumpets, 2 trombones, 3 saxes, uh, uh, keys, bass, drums, 2 percussionists, lead guitar, and it's all instrumental versions of Outkast, the biggest
Oh yeah,
Outkast records.
that's gonna be
So
incredible.
yeah, man, it's gonna be very Thad Jones, Quincy Jones type feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna have that Jones type feel on it. You know, it's April 18th, y'all. Doors open at 5. And bro, it's man, VIP tables are already bro.
I'm sure.
VIP tables are almost sold out. Like I've been
That's
looking
what's up.
at Ticketmaster. So y'all lock in, go look this up. Hip hop is the name of this group that we put together is called the Hip Hop Revival Orchestra.
Love
Hip
it.
Hop Revival Orchestra. So y'all go check them out. And man, on social media, man, y'all can find me on IG at the Wlson Name guy. The Wlson Name guy. And of course on Facebook, just type my name, Wlson Name, as it is on the screen right here, WILLNEAL. You know, and then man, when y'all go on YouTube, man, follow Wlson Name Music Group. That's my YouTube channel. And man, I'm dropping all my music on there, and man, I just think y'all gonna be excited about what y'all see from me in the next coming few months.
Absolutely. And
Yeah,
look, man,
man.
I'll definitely plan to pull up in February, and y'all hitting out in St. Augustine. And April is the wife and I's anniversary month, so that'll be a nice date night. So you helping me out. So you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha, my guy.
You feel me? So and yeah, man, excited about everything you got coming up. And
Thanks, bro.
then when you come with we talk backstage, when you come with the next single, we'll have you back. And
Appreciate it, man.
your music has a home on any key video show.
Man, thank you. Thank you, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Kenny, man, for having me on. And yeah, man, y'all go stream that thing. What's name? Everywhere, wherever y'all streaming y'all music is there. I promise you.
All right. Thanks for being on the Any Key Video Show.
Yes, sir. Y'all be blessed.
All right, that was Wlson Name, and that's going to be it for this episode of the Any Key Video Show. Again, I want to thank Will for joining me. If you have any questions, comments, would like your brands and services to be advertised and promoted on the show, or if you want your video to be featured on the show, send an email to KEbnMusicPub@gmail.com. Again, that's KEbnMusicPub@gmail.com. Subscribe to the Minds of Creativity YouTube channel, which is a part of the All Sports, All Plays network, so you can check out the rest of the content and so you can get the alert when new episodes are available. You can become a patron on my Patreon page. Just go to patreon.com/ANYKENY to get exclusive access to new content and free show merchandise. Or you can order your merchandise at the online store, which is KANMcollective.threadless.com. Again, that's KANMcollective.threadless.com. Shout out to all my patrons and people who have ordered merchandise. Really appreciate your support. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on social media at Coach_ANYKENY on X, TikTok, and Instagram. And on my Facebook music page, Any Key Music, which is spelled capital ANY, capital KE, lowercase b, lowercase n, and capital Y. Until next time, be positive on purpose.